Hello, and welcome to the Splatoon 3 Direct.
Hola!
Movie?
Please stop.
No, never.
I'm guessing Tio prefers Vimu.
I think he would prefer none of it.
So, welcome to Paris, or what's left of it.
Near Splatomata.
Splatsville.
France was destroyed and taken over by octopus people.
Oh no.
Wait. What happened to England?
Please, it's another place. Why do you always have to be about the UK with you?
We're near France.
We're not that near.
Researchers from the Squid Research Lab.
You know, I dig that now they do attribute that there are airplanes in this universe, so that means that squids can get around.
I mean, technology is evolving and everything, so it makes sense.
Well, this person talking is a researcher, is what they call the team.
Yeah. Let's see if they actually do speak English, my guess.
Which is why Nogami always turns up wearing a lab coat and being weird.
Mm-hmm.
When he's not developing Animal Crossing.
Also applies to the Octolings. We're sure
Of all the places for you guys to go, you go to Desert Wastelands.
Classic.
Also, I like that. It's like, oh, France got destroyed, but what about England, though?
Yeah. Also, why is the Freddy Krueger's weather one of the customizable options? Just passing question.
One of my main, my most used gear is the hockey mask.
And the good guys win.
Oh god, I love how Judd and Lil Judd's fur is all messed up because the desert is flipping hot like that.
Yeah, the first few minutes of this is just the usual stuff, because, it's good to let new people know, what this is.
If I remember correctly, in one of the previous trailers, we did mention that they had new weapons in mind.
Yes, and there's some surprises in this regarding that, too.
We got some new moves, apparently.
The squid roll. A new dodge mechanic that you can do while in the paint.
Everyone gets a dodge these days.
You get a dodge, everyone gets a dodge.
Perfect.
We've discovered where these turf war battles will take place. Stages
The Splatlands.
include
Yes, we're going full on Mad Max with this now.
Eeltail Alley.
While still maintaining some of the Jet Set Radio, Japanese urban stylistic.
This is actually a bit of an interesting thing. While we were initially led to believe that everything would be apocalyptic, apparently the idea is that there is still a functioning civilization. The squids just be random with where they like to do their Splatfest.
Rita Incopolis.
Museum del Foncino.
These kids just kind of live and travel wherever.
They just
What happened to the other city?
At the cost for another pun, the world is literally their oyster, anyway.
It's still, the other city is still around. This place is a bridge between the two, as they're about to explain. And this is also a stage from Splatoon 1, actually. One of my favorites.
So
it's been zhuzhed up quite a bit, though.
So what you're telling me is that in Splatoon 1, we were literally playing between these two? Oh god. So apparently someone became a sadist and decided to make a stage that submerges Inklings into, water. The thing that can kill them.
Yeah, this is from Splatoon 1.
I'm just saying, guys, water literally kills you. Unless you're like those super resistant squids that showed up in Smash.
Yeah, so even though this is getting a lot of content at launch compared to the first two games, they're still adding more later.
Goody.
Wonderful. A crossbow.
It appears that all the basic weapons from previous games will be available.
Of course.
On top of that, Splatland specific weapon types.
So you could have the Hawkeye gun.
Destructive debut. We've also verified a
What
new
is this?
weapon called Splatanas.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
amazing, and I want it.
Did someone complain in Splatoon 2 the fact that your samurai duel was with a roller, not with an actual katana?
Well, now you get it. Stop complaining.
They literally turned a windshield wiper into a katana. I
Fucking
don't
weebs.
even.
It's like a middle ground between a roller and a paintbrush, it seems like.
Huh.
Let's dive into
Oh.
the weapons that can help you claim even more turf. Special weapons.
That first one's illegal, technically.
Goody.
Some banding tournament, I guess.
No, like in universe, it was made illegal.
Okay.
But
And now
now,
they're using it again because
Don't you
Chaos
see-
won, I guess.
don't you see, Shiroi? We're in the apocalyptic chaotic setting. So now we throw out them rules. Thanks, Pearl.
What?
A fridge repeater.
What actually?
You'll find
What
all
actually
your
happened
stores
to
These have a
to
variety
Paris?
of
Because the only thing I remember is seeing fan art of Pearl blowing it up.
Yes, I've
Maybe
seen a lot of
just
those
that.
comics as well.
Share the rest with your teammates.
Okay, so with
Meanwhile,
the,
Marina did nothing.
so basically, a Tacticore is pretty much a vending machine for teammates.
It's kind of like the dispenser from Team Fortress 2, only as a one-time use with 4 slots.
Also, please tell me we can
Wait.
ride the roller coaster in this field this time.
I wish you could, but no, I think those are only for jellyfish for some reason. We don't get to have fun.
That
We
is
just
ri-
Build up
That's
power,
racist.
then charge into
like
weapons.
these children's entire only hobby is war reenactment.
The surrounding
So it would
Know
seem.
your special weapons.
Of course, the Tenta missiles are back. Though that reef shark looks like it can be deadly as well.
And we get the Battle of 1066 reenacted by Splatoon.
And Booyah Bomb will also make their grand return.
Can't wait to play the Splatoon 1 stages without any lag.
Paired with your own weapons. So find the combo that suits your splatting style.
The crab tank could totally be my speed.
Shop here to get your tentacles on some fresh weapons. This is Ammo Nights.
Oh, Sheldon! Hey, nice to see you're back again, my dude.
The locals have praised him for his wealth of weapons.
Still,
and selection.
ensnared by the clutches of capitalism.
Instead of using in-game
Wow,
currency
Tio,
to purchase
he's
it,
running a
you'll need
business,
these
like...
Sheldon licenses.
Look, if you're
So now
really...
you need licenses to purchase your weapons. Make all the jokes you want.
Well, I guess I was wrong, Weebs. This really is like Britain.
Yeah, like
If you
basically,
don't have a license, the cops arrest you.
yeah, like it's almost impossible to get even a handgun round here.
If you exchange more Sheldon licenses than normal,
Huh?
it appears he'll give you a weapon you like sooner than expected as a special reward.
That's either very nice
So you
of
bribe
him...
him for what you want, is what
I
you're
was about to
saying.
say, that's either very nice of him, or you're bribing to game the system.
Savvy about their fashion.
Passion Squid.
Things like headgear, clothing,
Minecraft
shoes,
glasses.
Just as important as weapons to staying fresh in Splatsville.
Well, I mean, Nintendo and Microsoft are buddies, so
Gear can be obtained in the shops around.
I mean, square glasses are a thing. Not everything Minecraft. The square is Minecraft.
No, the reason I call them
pixelated edge.
Yeah, the reason I call them Minecraft glasses is because they have that pixelated edge.
A headgear shop. You'll find an array of hats, masks.
okay. I wonder how different the dialogue is going to be between the US and European versions this time.
Gnarly Eddie. And
They're not.
Well, some people theorize that it won't be that much different because this is the
No.
first game to be multi-fire.
Boutique. And a wardrobe.
Okay. Yeah, because in the earlier games, like especially during the
And jackets.
Splatfest dialogues,
The
um,
shopkeeper.
the ones you get, and even the dialogue in them is completely different from the US and Europe. I'm guessing Nintendo Europe has a different approach to localizing these games compared to
What happened? Did
to
the
the US,
European
even in,
version...
even in English.
Did the European version throw in some British slang or something?
It's owned by Mr.
No, it's just they seem to take
Oh.
just
But deep down,
a slightly different just way of wording the same thing, I guess. I think Nintendo of Japan
they do
gave the others too much free reign because it has resulted in writers, backing themselves into a corner here and there.
Let me guess. European version is more of a direct translation.
increase your running
No, like the US localization and the European localization have their own issues.
Squid surge moves. There are even more abilities to discover.
I honestly had no idea that those dubs or scripts even really differed.
Yeah, this is the same pipsqueak from Splatoon 2, by the way.
Is it by chance related to that awful boss from Skyward Sword?
Either that, or this individual's related to the one-eyed alien from Lilo and Stitch.
Also, you can actually change your main ability, which is something you could never do before without buying the same gear with a different chunk.
Well, I can see. I guess I can see it right now through that screen. But I guess you can prepare preset, a set of, gear that you can switch potentially immediately if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Turf war battles aren't the only things that happen here.
Oh.
You can also square off in anarchy battles.
Oh boy.
You compete for rankings.
They're calling everything anarchy now because this is chaos. Like,
Gotta show that
they just started
last,
replacing random words with anarchy.
Gotta show that last Splatfest wasn't for nothing after all.
Did Waluigi take over?
There's all violet purple, so why not?
It's because I was watching the Brave Scratch runs at Mario Party. There's a lot. They kept saying anarchy and stuff.
Purple and yellow were the main colors for this, so...
And orange, apparently.
Joining Anarchy Battle Open is the way to go.
Oh.
Yes, I can drag people I know into hell.
Wonderful.
What I got to hell.
Well, tough.
Why not play with your favorite
Well, I mean, you could just not buy the game and then I wouldn't be able to drag you into hell.
Launching September 9th.
My birthday.
Nice.
Now, let's talk about the features within the lobby. This is the test range.
Of course, test range, so you can try out the weapons to see what works best for you.
They put this, though, while you're waiting, so you don't have to listen to the loading screen music the entire time.
That is much appreciated.
I miss the little arcade games, which aren't coming back, it seems.
Alas.
Oh dear.
Still nice that they give you something to do. It kind of reminds you of Bayonetta, where in between loading games, you do actually have free range to try different, all the moves of your character.
Mm-hmm. And for a similar type of game as this, Ninjala did this too.
It appears that you can also call out to friends in the lobby and invite them for battles. Why not see these features for yourself?
Huh, okay.
This is where you can view battle replays. It appears that it can somewhat recreate recent battles.
Hmm.
And then one of them gets altered to make it look like another T1, even though they didn't.
I'm gonna edit the footage.
Skip to a certain
Yeah.
part. Or even swap to another player's view.
Hmm.
That is pretty cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Not only can you rewatch battles as many times as you'd like, but there's even a shared...
A lot of this is like Splatoon finally adding, pretty common online game stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's like Nintendo in general.
Well, Nintendo aren't exactly, the online gaming, pioneers, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone wanted apartments, but we get lockers instead. That's the same, right? We can sleep in those.
Well, technically, as a squid, I guess if you switch to squid form, you can sleep in those.
They actually could.
Some things are pretty messed up ever since the apocalypse occurred.
Some things are still pretty messed up in this game too, and I'll mention it when we get to it, and it'll probably be very soon.
Goody.
Oh yeah, here it is.
A general store on the edge of Splatsville.
Her.
What the heck?
Hello.
If you're at all familiar with Splatoon lore, this lovely lady, is pretty neglectful to her little friend over there, who's apparently also sentient, and they're not going to acknowledge this at all, You want to talk
Oh.
about that game?
I'm wondering what's
Nope.
going on with her eyes there. Like, has she been doing the squid link equivalent to crack or something?
Probably. She's a musician.
Also,
Additionally, you can change the emote your character performs when you win a battle.
Oh, please tell me they included a dabbing option.
Yes. Yes, they have.
Via the in-game catalog,
Wonderful.
which will be available at Hotlantis.
Just
By using
there we
First.
go.
Yes.
unlock various items, like
The
stuff
prophecy
like
has
and
been
seasonal
fulfilled.
Honestly, it was only about time before this series started dabbing.
catalog is planned to be released every
Oh,
3
boy.
months.
Support at least until 2024. Makes sense.
How much you
Yeah,
want
At
to
least
bet
as far as frequent updates goes, anyway.
calling it now? They're also going to add in the default dance and flossing.
There's still a lot of info to share, but I need to take a little breather here.
Okay.
In the meantime, please turn your attention toward this.
Hmm?
Okay, so. Who likes children's card games?
I do. Hey, everybody remembers Bakugan, of course.
Lay out your cards for a dazzling deck duel!
So we now have essentially
Different
a
shapes,
children's
Dice
trading
boxes.
card game.
charge up power, then unleash
It seems to be mixed. It kind of reminds me also with the Dice Dimension, where you have to literally build the path for your monsters.
I mentioned the dice.
Yeah,
This isn't a mobile thing, by the way. This is a mini game within the game.
Wow.
it should get its own mobile speed although.
When this started, because I did watch this earlier, when it started, I thought it was like a mobile thing.
Every player will be gifted an in-game store
Wow, so now even Splatoon has its own in-universe card game.
I lost my clampoosier for a second there.
Ugh.
Okay, if there's one problem I have with this direct, the narrator needs to like dial it back
And
considerably.
this voice actress we have heard even in previous directs, so it's more like the script she has to work with.
In the future.
These
Yeah.
puns, man.
And now, this.
Eh?
Oh,
Oh,
sounds run, I
boy.
guess, yeah.
Which is funny. I thought
Again, for another parallel to Team Fortress 2, this is basically like man versus machine.
Salmon Run is a
it's
simple
interesting
process
though.
for
Like
players to
stuff
work
had
together
suggested that the salmons were now our friends, but now Salmon Run suggests that we're fighting against
rumored to
them.
be a little fishy.
Or are
Maybe
we?
this is
Pretty well.
maybe these particular salmons are rebelling.
You can obtain valuable golden eggs.
Hmm.
I don't see any geese laying them though.
Plenty of golden eggs in order
They're
to
salmon
finish
eggs.
the job.
Oh.
We're stealing their young, right in front of them.
Well, I mean, you can still
Oh boy.
decide if they got all bad eggs and toss the bad ones in the furnace.
Little buddy has been tucked into bed for the night, and we've gone out to work.
Mm-hmm.
It creates barriers.
He doesn't need to know how we make our money, okay?
Nope.
Get too close to it, and it'll attempt to crush you. So approach
Jesus.
with caution.
Salmons ain't playing these days.
Next, the big shot.
Who broke an NES with this music?
Projectiles from a distance.
The big shot, huh?
Shockwaves. With new boss salmon, it's confirmed. Make sure you're ready.
Spam
for
Tron
more
would love that
dangerous
guy.
Salmon Run.
Jesus, what a
God.
mess.
Come to think of it, this music sounds like something that would fit Spamton. Uh-oh.
Here comes the boy.
Oh!
Oh,
It's
right.
Godzilla!
Yeah, the previous year did had a teaser for a Godzilla-esque, for a kaiju salmon.
Oh,
I hear they actually
yeah.
explain how this round works.
The tank on your back is a specially provided egg cannon. And it appears that you can fire golden eggs to deal massive damage.
That's
We're
right.
gonna-
We're literally going to use
We're gonna
your-
kill you with your young.
We're the good guys here.
Possible to drive them back.
Clearly.
This universe is fantastic.
Eh?
Yeah.
And this is the still being researched big run.
What?
We
Big
believe
run?
This is when salmonids invade the city in which icklings and octolings live. It appears that this event happens once every few months.
Is she doing the announcing during the battle as she's right at the middle?
That's what
I think
get
so.
What is going on? Oh, right,
Oh,
the
a
story.
story mode. Return of the
Return of the
Mammalians.
Mammalians.
This manhole and
I want to see what eldritch abominations are
Oh,
occurring.
it's you.
to the home of the Octarians, the
Hi, Craig.
longtime enemies. As Agent 3, the newest recruit of the new Squidbeak Splatoon, you'll do battle with the Octarian army, whose members are covered in hair for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah.
They probably smell really bad.
Small fry, you'll explore many stages, each one full of twists and turns. Oh,
I wonder if this is another plot from you-know-who somehow.
Turf and using weapons, so newer players might want to try it out.
I mean, I would have thought he would have learned his lesson after the first two times, but who knows, honestly.
I mean, people have reason to believe that he's not actually the big threat, but we don't really know.
We're back in Splatsville. From here on out, we'd like to talk about other features that'll help you enjoy your splatting escapades even more in the Splatoon 3 game. You can post illustrations here via this
In the
mailbox.
post box.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hope you can... Oh, go
Miiverse
on.
is still dead, so...
Yes,
I hope
sir?
you don't need social media to do this, though. I hope we can just post them to people online.
Will also be supported.
You know, like how Smash has that video sharing thing where you don't really need to use Twitter or anything like that.
I know that they had a good reason to shut it down because of all the abuse and everything, but Miiverse was really a good local platform to do this kind
Yeah.
of thing.
By using photo mode, you can snap
It's a shame we can't have nice things because people were doing you-know-what.
Miiverse was a treat.
It was.
This is the Recon Guide. Select your favorite stages at any time and take a stroll around them.
Ah, very nice.
Just
You
to
can-
get
you
yourself
can only do it
acquainted
from-
with the surroundings.
But you can only do it for up to an hour, otherwise the land blows up or something.
This
No, you have 5 minutes.
free.
An
You can
hour?
use
What?
this with
Not
your smart
free?
device. It contains features like checking your latest battle stats.
I guess this is the actual app companion.
Special in-game gear.
And I'm one of the 5 people who ever used it, probably.
That's not all.
Oh, is Splatnet not
Access
popular?
features like Krusty Sean's
I
one-
mean, from what I know, a lot of people don't really use the Switch Online mobile app at all. Because that's what this is a part of.
Free to take a trip down
So.
memory lane with your past ranks. You can also
It's only really necessary if you... Well, not necessary. It's only really worth it if you place it in games.
It appears that Splatnet 3 will be available at launch via the Nintendo Switch Online mobile app.
Of course.
Next up, Amiibo figures. Scan Splatoon series Amiibo
Oh.
at this spot in Splatsville, and voila! Saving your favorite gear combinations as fresh as fits will allow you to easily swap outfits.
That's nice.
Don't miss it right now.
Additionally, it seems you'll be able to get special gear
I can't breathe in here!
together with Amiibo.
Come on.
And Splatoon 3 Amiibo incoming!
There's a little buddy amiibo.
Release
Oh, hey,
this holiday.
little buddy. You just need to grow up nice and strong now.
Now, let's talk about post-launch updates.
Oh,
Yes.
of course.
As we mentioned a while ago, following the game's launch, a new in-game catalog will be released every 3 months for 2 years.
And apparently that's not going to cost any real money.
Will also be
That's
added
good.
Well, some are, but
catalog.
so
No,
the
no.
really big ones, apparently.
No. I mean, I don't think they're gonna cost any real monies, is what we're talking about. It's like, you know,
Like the seasonal stuff won't cost any real money is what I'm referring to.
Where every 2 hours you can compete in teams based on your Anarchy battle results are planned to be added in future updates. Furthermore, for this game, we're planning to add large-scale paid DLC.
With Pearl and Marina.
More details.
Yep.
what are you talking
It's
about?
their
Those-
wedding. That's what the DLC is.
What are you
Their
talking
wedding.
about, guys? Those silhouettes could be anybody.
Research lab. Thank you
But
for
yeah,
Oh
no.
yeah, that's totally Cuttlefish and Octavio.
Also, this player was such a camper. What the fuck? What?
Oh, here we go.
Huh? Who are you supposed to be?
Your mom.
Our new band.
Yeah, we kind of need a new pair of idols or so. Also, why the air horn?
A new pair?
I wanna tell you who we are. Oh boy. Fry and Shiver and a third member.
Can we stop with the air horn?
Array. And guess which one of these three is everyone's favorite?
Fry.
Oh, Squid.
No.
Completely
Big
forgot to
man.
tell you about Deep
Yes.
They're an incredibly popular trio who host the Splatsville news program.
Fry is so cute, though.
They provide information on battle stages, as well as other news bulletins.
Can we skip the news, please?
Ink is wet.
While we're on
There's the news.
the youngsters of Splatsville...
But wait, hold on. If there's 3 of them, how are we going to split the Splatfest down 2?
shown here.
Unless it's in free.
They call them sea cucumber phones, and I'm wondering if they'll explode.
What?
Ooh, nighttime mode.
It's Splatfest, which
Oh, boy.
is actually going to act as the test fire for this game, which is very interesting.
Interesting. Oh. Interesting. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were incorporating different cultural styles with the squids and, sorry, the inklings and Octavians here.
I need to sleep here.
I wonder what would make you think that.
I wonder. But yeah, no, seriously though, this actually does look like legit different cultures of style and dance overall, which I guess does confirm that all of humanity across the globe just evolved into these things.
It feels more like, if I recall correctly, it's more of a case of the cephalopods evolved from that and inherited the stuff they did found.
I
Yeah,
guess.
because they have a big interest in, like, you know, what humans liked, so they would
Yeah,
have
I
adopted
understand,
some
Joe,
of
but
that.
It's a case where we're the dead species and they're there to learn it the Dark Souls way.
Excellent. So that explains why they got the dab. They eventually got to that part of human history.
They actually dug up the fucking 9-gag limestone stab.
So Tia, what happens when they eventually get to the forbidden 4chan articles of text?
It's been
Here's hoping not.
Splatfest
This song is so freaking good, by the way.
Is this going to be our new calamari incantation?
based on the announced theme.
It's the new
Why is
Splatfest theme
Macarena
song.
sound?
Yes, it's just someone casually doing the Macarena in the background.
Oh god, the Macarena returns again.
Consists of
Oh,
Also,
it's like-
freeway Splatfest.
It's like when Doom 2016 added an emote based on the Carlton dance from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air out of fucking nowhere. Nobody was asking for it.
Okay. Now I gotta wonder, do they actually have their own remix of the Macarena? Because that would just be the cherry on top, and holy cow.
So there you go, freeway battle. That makes sense.
Oh snap, maybe we are gonna have Freeway Splatfest now.
two players.
Yeah, they did mention it.
Second and third place teams will attack the
So
first
does this
place
mean that
team
for
with
Splatoon
opposites of
4 we'll have 4 ways?
the leading team defend themselves.
I think this is more like to do with the chaos thing. It's like 2 makes too much sense. Let's have 3, why not?
It really
More
does.
anarchy.
It really just makes me wonder how different things would have been if we'd gone with the Order one.
I hope we get some, because there'll probably be an art book for this game like there was with the previous 2. I hope we get some insight into any concept art for that.
Watch it turn out that the Order campaign would have had this actually take place in Britain instead.
Ew.
Exactly. So who's your favorite of Deep Cut, Shiroi?
Fry's adorable.
Fry kinda reminds me basically of a Gerudo from Zelda in squid form.
I think Fry's my favorite so far too. Now, do not get me wrong, all 3 of these characters are oozing with charisma.
27 of August.
So it's like a test run.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, usually it's just regular Turf War, but they're making the full Splatfest weekend the test fire this time, which is a pretty good idea, actually.
So you know what this means, Troy? There's eventually going to be
Rock,
And the-
paper, and Caesar.
And the themes are as stupid as ever.
Of course.
Great.
So which one will you go for? Rock?
Scissors.
This thing is the best.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with scissors too, because scissors are awesome, and they colored them red too.
I broke a rock one.
Of course, Shiver's going for rock.
Yeah, paper.
I'm going with scissors because, as Pearl said one time, I'll cut a bitch.
Yeah, I have to side with Big Man on this one.
The thing that, considering the fact that Big Man is flat and everything, would be team paper.
I guess he's able to look outside that one dimension.
There was art of him within the first half an hour of the direct being over.
I
Why
mean,
am I not
of course.
surprised?
Like full color shading freaking art.
Now this makes me wonder if eventually we're going to see people wanting to see manta rays as playable characters.
Oh god.
For our benefit, Shiri, the Splatfest World Premiere will be on the 27th from 9 AM to 9 PM.
And the demo is, they don't mention it here, the demo for it is available from the 18th.
The Splatoon 3 Enter the Splatlands Invitational 2022 tournament. This event will take place on September 5th at PAX West. Some of the top finishers from this summer's Splatoon 2 Inkopolis Showdown will head to Seattle and compete in North America's first ever Splatoon 3 Invitational. Follow the official Nintendo versus Twitter account for updates.
If you feel like coming across the pond and participating in that, Shiroi.
Follow the official Splatoon North American Twitter account.
No, wait, what was that?
If you feel like coming across the pond to participate in that big tournament, Shiroi, show them how it's
No.
done.
The UK stream makes no mention of this event.
So yeah, no, Splatoon 3 is looking pretty, alright, if I say so myself.
Alright, thoughts?
Yeah, so it looks a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'll get the game myself when it comes out, although I am thinking of at least trying it out when the test fire releases. That's about it, really. There's not much I could say that I haven't already said. One feature I am interested in is the freeway one.
The Freeway Splatfests.
Yeah, because three's better than two.
Splatfests usually happen about once a month, so.
So Shiroi, how more chaotic do you think things will be now that it's a freeway tournament instead of just two sides?
I appreciate it, because it'll probably be a bit more balanced, but yeah, go on, Dwibs.
Also, I can't wait to see what differences there are between the European and the US ones already.
Well, who knows? Maybe they won't be too different these times based off of what Shiroi mentioned.
Yeah, but overall, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Alright then, Tio?
Sure. Yeah, interesting enough. Again, it seems that, as also Shiri noticed, they're evolving from the previous games, with some feature being more something that should have happened beforehand. But again, it's still nice that they're present nonetheless. And again, it's more interesting also where the story actually will go from here. Interesting that they're managing to find ways to cram all of these onto the Switch. With the passage between Splatoon 1 and 2, it made sense, a different console and everything, so had more potential and everything. But then again, Splatoon 2 was kind of a sort of a launch title for the Switch anyway. So I can kind of guess that they found ways to, to power up what they could, rather than find what they did manage to do for Splatoon 2.
Yeah, Splatoon 2 is 5 years old now, so.
Feel old.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, pretty solid, and we'll see how it goes.
That's coming for us all, Teo. It's coming for you too.
7 taxis, as Benjamin Franklin said.
Go on, Pedro.
Oh, it looks great for what it is. Again, Splatoon is not my thing, but yeah, for what it is, and I'm sure it's great for what it is. So, again, I'm not really I don't know anything about the lore or anything about this stuff because I've never played it because it's not really my kind of thing anyway. But again, for what it is, it looks great for what it is, and I'm sure it will please people. So, fine by me.
I guess I'll go next then. Yeah, no, Splatoon 3 looks to be more the same thing, but of course with some stuff added on to make it feel, fresh, for lack of a better term, overall. And I really do dig the new... Let's call them official spectators? Like, I forget what we usually call each of these bands or whatnot, but yeah. Deep Cut looked to be interesting. And again, Freeway Splatfest, that'll either make things more balanced, as Shiroima said, or somehow even more chaotic. Because Anarchy do be that way. And it's interesting that we're going to see once again the return of Callie and Marie, but also the return of Off the Hook in some special shape or form. And who knows, they could expand in even more ways. Maybe we'll see more than just one additional campaign, possibly. As for Salmon Run, look, we're doing what we can to raise our children, even if it involves murdering their own kind and roasting them for breakfast or something.
It just begs the question exactly on who really is Mr. Grease and what they really want.
Oh God!
Listen, all that matters is we're putting food on the table. Little buddy is
Literally.
fine.
What if Mr. Grizz is the bad guy of this one campaign?
There's reason to believe not, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah, no, this looks good overall. I'll definitely be picking this up at some point. So, Shiroi, that just leaves you.
Yes. If it tells you anything, I did actually a while ago book the release date off work, so just yeah, no. I love everything about this. I'm glad I watched it earlier because I would not be held responsible for my reactions if I did watch this blind for the commentary. I love what we can hear of the music so far, especially with the Splatfest theme. Deep Cut are amazing. We don't know anything about them, but I love them already. They're perfect. The story mode is interesting because there's one line in the direct that mentions the end of a saga, and the way it's phrased kind of seems like this is the end of a trilogy. Either that or this particular story is a bit more grand than previous ones because, people had a lot of complaints, rightfully, about Splatoon 2's base story, but Octo Expansion getting a lot of praise, so maybe, they learned from that. But if this was supposed to be taken as the end of a trilogy, then maybe either no more games or games focused on other parts of the world, because there's a lot of the world that we don't get to know about, but we know is out there because it's all in external lore that 2 people translate, and bless those 2 so much.
Dedication, without a doubt.
Yes. It's good that they've updated some features about the Splatfest stuff. With the way it works is so the winning team from the first day gets bullied by the other 2 on the second day. So fantastic.
Of course.
I think everybody's going to be picking whatever Big Man says, because that's what they did with Marina. So it's still going to be one-sided, despite what I said earlier.
To be fair, Shiroi, they didn't pick Marina when it came to Order versus Chaos.
No, because people like Anarchy. It's fun. It's fun. I was on Team Order, though. So I think that's all I have to say. This is... Yep. And I'm playing the test fire next week, because of course I am.
So you're hella hyped.
I am hella hyped. Stay fresh, stay off the hook, happy wooming.
Yes.
Also, Tio, since you did say that was your birthday, that's Woomy Day now. Sorry.
Perfect.
I guess I cannot just, say anything about the matter. See ya.
No opinion. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.